Hey y'all, I'm Mandy and this is Mandy in the Making. Today I've got a couple more lunch ideas for you. So I heard you loud and clear. I have shared several videos on my channel now where I share lunch ideas. They've been kind of spaced out. I haven't been doing them regularly, but I want to try and do 1 or 2 a month because you guys have told me that you really need some more lunch ideas. We all need dinner ideas, and that's what I usually do in my What's for Dinner segment. So if you are out of dinner ideas as well, stick around because I have those every single Friday. But with so many of us being at home lately, we need lunch ideas. The great thing about lunch ideas is a lot of them you can prep and make maybe over the weekend or when you have extra time during the week, and they're ready for lunches throughout the week. This first one I'm sharing with you is a twist on chicken salad. It is a broccoli cheddar chicken salad, and I'm gonna serve it on a tortilla wrap, and I'm gonna be having it with one of my favorite OLIPOP sodas. I want to thank OLIPOP for sponsoring today's video. I have been drinking OLIPOP for a couple of months now and really enjoy it, and I think you will too, so let me tell you a little bit more about them. OLIPOP is a brand new 2.0 soda that tastes exactly like your regular sodas. But the great thing is it doesn't have all that processed sugar and artificial ingredients. OLIPOP is gluten-free, non-GMO, paleo-friendly, vegan, and it comes in 6 different flavors. I've got some favorites. I'll share those with you in just a second. So in addition to it being gluten-free and everything that I just mentioned, it also has less than 50 calories per can, which is awesome. Low sugar, 2 to 5 grams depending on your flavor. Low net carbs, 3 to 5 grams depending on the flavor. Both of those are awesome. And then high fiber, 9 grams of fiber per can. We are really enjoying OLIPOP, and I think you will too. So if you'll check my description box below, click the link. There's a code down there also. If you use that code, you're gonna get 20% off their best-selling variety pack plus free shipping. Okay, so I'll tell you a little bit more about OLIPOP in just a few minutes, but I wanna get to cooking. The first one, like I mentioned, is a broccoli cheddar chicken salad. Okay, so I've already got my rotisserie chicken, and all I need to do is chop up a few green onions and this head of broccoli. Okay, so you want to really finely chop this broccoli. You don't want large pieces. I'm gonna try and take as much of the stem out as possible. That's just personal preference. This broccoli is not going to be cooked, so it's gonna have a little bit of crunch to it, but I don't want a ton of the stems giving it a lot of that crunch. Okay, now I just need to shred our cheese. I'm just using some cheddar cheese. It calls for a half a cup. This will probably give me more like a cup, but that's okay. Okay, that's all the prep work we have. Now we just assemble everything. I'm gonna add my cooked chicken in here, my broccoli, my green onions are going into, my cheddar cheese. I'm gonna go ahead and toss all of this before I add in our ranch. Okay, I'm gonna add in some ranch now. And I'm gonna add in some anti-no-no seasoning. So you can make this day of and eat all of it, or you could just throw a top on this and put it in the fridge for 3 or 4 days. I'm gonna serve this in wraps. You can serve it however you want. I'm gonna add just a little more ranch. I'm gonna be serving these on these spinach and herb wraps. I like the tomato basil ones too, but my store was out of them. There we go. Lunch is ready. Okay, so I'm gonna taste test this in just a second, and I'm also gonna make some for Steven. He's in there working in his office. But I need to decide which one of these flavors I'm gonna have with this. I think I'm gonna go with my absolute favorite. Do you know which one it is? It may shock you. If you've been around for a while, you know I love cherry vanilla, and I do love this one. It is one of my favorites. But I think my favorite OLIPOP is strawberry vanilla. If you find yourself kind of addicted to sodas, this is a great alternative. Most sodas have a ton of sugar and carbs and calories. These don't. So this particular one is only 3 grams of sugar and 35 calories. And then of course you've got your fiber, which is 9 grams. So just drinking one of these a day is 1/3 of the amount of fiber that you need. And most Americans don't get enough fiber in their diet. So this is a great way to add it in. Also a little comparison here, this vintage cola, if you compare it to Coca-Cola, Coca-Cola has 39 grams of sugar. This one has 2. Another comparison for you, if you love orange Fanta, it has 44 grams of sugar, while this orange squeeze only has 5 grams, and this is another one of my favorites. So out of the 6, my top 3 are strawberry vanilla, cherry vanilla, and orange squeeze. You don't even know what it is, do you?
I don't. This looks good.
Take a bite. I'm not even going to tell you what it is.
Definitely get some cheese.
Yep, there's cheese.
Some kind of, looks like chicken.
Yeah.
And then this broccoli.
Yes.
Whatever that flavor is in there, that like creamy, cheesy flavor, that's really good.
It's ranch dressing, and then I've got some green onions in there too, and some anti-no-nos.
Man, that is really good.
Good lunch?
Yeah, good lunch.
He needs a drink to go with his lunch as well, so I'm going to take him a cherry vanilla. For our second lunch idea, I am going to make a Copycat P.F. Chang's lettuce wraps. That is one of my favorite dishes from there. I haven't been to P.F. Chang's in probably 10 years or more, but it is definitely one of my favorite dishes. I've never attempted to make it at home. This would be a great one to make earlier in the week and then have for lunches throughout the week. But it doesn't take that long. It's just if you're in a hurry at lunchtime, it's probably not the best time to make it right then, like I'm about to do. But let's get started. So I diced my onion, I minced my garlic. The last thing I need to do is dice up these water chestnuts. I've already drained them. So I'm just gonna run my knife through them really quickly. Okay, everything is ready. Let's go over to the stove. So I'm just getting all of my ingredients ready over here. I've got 1/4 cup of hoisin sauce. I'm gonna add in 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. We'll do a tablespoon of rice vinegar. I'm also gonna add in a teaspoon of sugar, a little bit of sriracha. This is optional, but y'all know. If you don't have sesame oil, it's not that big a deal. You can leave it out. It's only like a 1/2 teaspoon that you need. So I thought I was filming this, and apparently I was not, but I just put in a pound of ground chicken. I added a little bit of olive oil to the pan first. It's heated to medium high. You could use ground turkey if you would prefer as well, but I'm just gonna cook this completely through. Okay, this is finishing up. I'm gonna add a little salt and pepper to taste. Don't need a lot of salt just because we are using soy sauce, but I am using the low sodium soy sauce. Okay, this is cooked through. I'm gonna add in our onions and our garlic. Y'all, I'm horrible today at filming everything. I poured in my concoction of the soy sauce and rice vinegar and hoisin sauce, all of that. I'm also gonna be adding in a tablespoon or so of ginger paste. Stir that through, and we're just gonna let this cook just for a couple of minutes. We just want the onions to get pretty soft. Okay, lastly, we're gonna add in our diced water chestnuts. And I'm supposed to add in green onion, but I just got some green onions from the store and they look awful. I did the grocery pickup. They're horrible, I don't wanna add them in. So at this point, you would add in green onion. We're just gonna let this heat for another minute or so, and then lunch is ready.
Smells good. That's good. Wow.
Does it remind you of P.F. Chang's?
It does.
Okay.
Yeah, it does.
It's been so long since we've been there.
Kind of it's a sweet, savory, A little bit of a kick of spice in there somewhere,
I
too.
put some sriracha in there.
That's really good.
Yay. Good lunch.
Mm-hmm.
Good lunch. All right, y'all. Y'all should give it a try. Okay, y'all, I'm gonna show you another lunch idea. This one is really quick and simple. Another one that you could prep over the weekend and have during the week. Or if you've got about 30 minutes total, you can make it for lunch. It is called Southwest Quinoa Salad. I don't think I've ever made quinoa. If I have, it was only once. I remember eating quinoa at our old house, but I can't remember if I made it or if I bought it somewhere. I'm leaning towards I bought it somewhere, but anyway, I like quinoa. I've had it out. I just never make it at home. And I can remember when Cole was little, he used to call it quinoa because phonetically it looks like quinoa. So cute. For the sake of time, I have already pre-chopped everything. Let me turn you around and show you everything that goes into this. So while the quinoa is cooking, we will make the dressing or the vinaigrette that goes over it. Here's everything we need. This is low sodium vegetable broth here. I drained and rinsed my black beans, chopped up my green onion, my red bell pepper, my garlic, and my cilantro. I already rinsed and drained the quinoa as well. Okay, I am heating up this medium saucepan to about medium heat. I'm gonna add in a couple of teaspoons of olive oil, let that heat up, and then I'm gonna add in our 2 cloves of garlic that I've minced. We're just gonna let this get really fragrant, so just about a minute, and then we will add in our quinoa and our vegetable broth. I have 1 cup of quinoa that I rinsed and then drained it really well. And 1 3/4 cup of low sodium vegetable broth. If you don't have this on hand, you can always just use water. I'm gonna bring this up to a boil, so I'm gonna turn up the heat just a little bit. Okay, this has come up to a boil, so I'm gonna reduce the heat and we're gonna let it simmer until all the liquid is absorbed. It should take anywhere from 12 to 16 minutes. While we're waiting on the quinoa to cook, I'm gonna make our lime dressing. So I've got 3 or so tablespoons of fresh lime juice. I've already squeezed that. Olive oil, I think a couple of tablespoons of that. I've got cumin and chili powder, some honey, and salt and pepper. Let's make it. Okay, we're just gonna mix this in this bowl. Like I mentioned, I have 3 tablespoons of fresh lime juice, 2 tablespoons of olive oil. We need 1 tablespoon of honey. I've got 1 teaspoon of chili powder and a 1/2 teaspoon of cumin. And then salt and pepper to taste. That's it. So the great thing is we're gonna be able to eat this salad even while it's warm because it can be served warm, or of course you can put it in the fridge and have it cold. Okay, I've let our quinoa cool just a little bit. It's still very warm. I'm gonna add it to this large bowl here. Next, I'm gonna add in 1 cup of corn. This is probably more like closer to 2 cups. This was just what I had left in the freezer. I did defrost it. It is not still frozen, but you could use canned corn if you wanted to. Next, let's add in our black beans. This is 1 can of black beans that I drained and rinsed. I've got 1 red bell pepper that I chopped, 4 green onions that I chopped, and a couple of tablespoons of cilantro. Obviously, you can leave this out if you are not a cilantro fan. Cole doesn't like cilantro, but he wasn't really interested in trying this for lunch anyway, so this is more for me and Steven. And we love cilantro. So I'm gonna mix all of this together. Lastly, we're just gonna pour over our dressing. Okay, I'm just gonna give this a mix and then it's gonna be time to eat. So Steven always tastes it first, but he had to run and go do something, so I took a bite first. It's really good. Don't tell him.
Mmm. Yep. Very much a citrusy flavor because of the cumin and the lime. I like the texture of whatever this is. Quinoa?
Quinoa.
Quinoa. Whatever you say.
Quinoa.
Quinoa.
All right, Cole. He says quinoa.
Mmm.
Good healthy lunch.
Mm-hmm.
Good healthy lunch.
Yep.
I don't think Steven was as wild about this as I am. I really do like this. So with my lunch today, I'm going to be having my favorite is the OLIPOP strawberry vanilla. This one and the cherry vanilla are my favorites. One thing I think I forgot to mention is that this helps support your digestive health. Your digestive tract has a lot of good bacteria in it called probiotics. This has prebiotics in it, and it kind of helps feed those probiotics, which is a really good thing. The fiber in OLIPOP is also plant fiber, and it also has botanicals in here too. So this is not just a regular soda. This stuff is really good for you, and it tastes excellent without having a ton of sugar. So I've got one more lunch idea for you. This one does not involve any cooking. It is a twist on your regular tuna salad. We're not huge tuna eaters. Every now and then we will eat some tuna, but it's not a regular around this house. I do love a tuna salad, so this one intrigued me. I told Steven about it and he was like, so we're gonna see what we think. It is avocado tuna salad. My son is allergic to avocado. He will not be partaking in this particular lunch, but Steven and I are gonna give it a try. It's got some interesting ingredients. Let's get started. So it's got a good many fresh ingredients, so I just need to prep those. It won't take much time at all. I'm going to slice up this celery stalk. Now I just need 1/4 cup of diced apple. Okay, now I need just a couple of tablespoons of diced red onion. I'll need some lemon juice at the very end, but I'm gonna go ahead and just cut it in half so it's prepped. And then the last thing I need to do is mash up this avocado. Okay, that's it, y'all. That is all the prep work we need to do. I've got 2 packs of this chunk light tuna and water. I think the recipe calls for 5 ounces, and each of these are 2.6 ounces, so this is perfect. Okay, now I'm gonna put our avocado in. And then the rest of these chopped ingredients. And then lastly, we're just gonna throw some salt and pepper in here. I'm gonna go ahead and mix this up before we add in our lemon juice. And then that's it, lunch is ready. And I'm really hoping this tastes good. Now, if you were making this and you wanna store it for a couple of days, obviously you've got the apple and the avocado in there. So maybe before you put it in the fridge, add a little more lemon juice. So I'm just doing the juice of half of a lemon right now. Okay, let me grab some crackers and we're gonna give this a try. So I got the saltine crackers out and we realized we had some Texas toast left. So Steven just toasted that up a little bit. I'm gonna tell you right now, I've already tried it and it's excellent. He has not tried it yet though.
All right. That is good.
What did I tell you?
That is good. I just want to take a bite of just this without the bread.
Okay, go ahead.
Just to try it. I want to get a better sense for what it tastes like. It's really good. I mean, it doesn't have, like, I'm used to the mayonnaise flavor mixed in there, but
Right.
this doesn't need that
No.
because you have all of
The avocado takes the mayonnaise place, I feel like.
Yeah, I don't really get too much of the avocado. You get the lemon, the onion, the apple crunch.
I love the apple in there.
But it's really not it's not like overpowering flavors.
Right. So you were skeptical, but now
I like it.
it's really good.
I really like it, yeah.
Thank you so much for watching. I hope you got some new lunch ideas. I know we did. I think my favorite of all of these, no. I was gonna say the avocado tuna salad, but I really did love the P.F. Chang's lettuce wraps. What did you think, babe? You should see its face right now.
Yes.
And don't forget to click the link below to go check out OLIPOP. We have really been enjoying it. If you use the link and my code below, you're gonna get 20% off the variety pack and it ships free. If you haven't already, I would love for you to join my YouTube family. Hit that red subscribe button before you leave. And if you want more lunch ideas, I know I do, give me a thumbs up. That way I know that you guys are enjoying it and you wanna see more. Thanks y'all, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Ready?
Yeah.
Oh.
No!
Stop.